At Christmas, we learn the Creator wants his creation. He leaves the throne room of heaven to offer us salvation, leaves the place of pure light where no darkness can be, to meet mankind in darkness and sin and poverty, all for the sake of his love for us, for the sake of love. It's the way we build our stories, the climax of a book, the reason our heroes are heroes. We cannot help but look at something so extravagant, something which took such sacrifice, something like treasure because of its costly price. Love is not for the sake of ourselves, but for others. Love has an object, and rather than in, it looks outwards, and friendship like this turns strangers to brothers. Maybe you're here with a friend right now. Isn't it lovely to be together? How it brings a smile to our faces and makes us feel light. The times when people stick with us, stays with us, right? And I think we see this best of all at Christmas, sharing our lives over food and candlelight, the yearly return point after the year's tidal shifts, the times when people stick with us, stays with us. It's why we make ourselves traditions. We remember the warmth of togetherness and assume our positions. And all this we should have in mind when we are reminded that Jesus is called God with us. As we hear again a story steeped in familiarity, we see again how God knows how we're wired for community, that we exist relationally, and from people make family. Which is why when these things break, it hurts like hell. There's no pain quite like loss for love's sake. For some of us, the yearly return isn't always that gift. Instead, it exposes rifts, tensions rise, connections drift. See, the times when people don't stick with us also stays too, and the times we're not with, but without, are hard to undo. See, togetherness matters. It's no coincidence we're wired like this. God says we love because he first loved us. And just like my handwriting looks like it's mine, as God's creation, we're stamped with the image of the divine. And at one point in time, in a mountaintop paradise, there was togetherness between God and man. But then something happened which wasn't part of the plan. The first human beings made love's object their own desires. They stole for themselves. They lived for self's sake. And as they then hid from God, they solidified the break, creating here the deepest of rifts. And now we're so far away, we've forgotten we're his. It was Christmas in reverse. It was love in reverse. Yet God, although wronged and betrayed, in the Christmas story his grace and light is displayed. He came into our darkness to show us his love so we could again know God with us. And Jesus, God with us, is a friend like no other. To those who believe in him, he sticks closer than a brother. And the times when people stick with us, stays with us, right? So I hope this stays with you long after tonight, that the greatest words you could ever know are the words Jesus said to his friends long ago. Jesus, God with us, divine and friend, said, I am with you always, even to the end.